It's White Scars time! And if you watched our last episode, you'll know that we were really into these bad boys.
Oh, it is definitely time for the White Scars to shine. Now, guys, if you're new to D6 Evolution, we're all about 40k tactics and trying to be better 40k players. So make sure you check out the channel. And if you like it, subscribe.
Please do.
And now let's get on with these White Scars. So, welcome guys, it's Andy and Wes here from D6 Evolution. Now today we're talking all about White Scars, and we've only had these books for a few hours so far, so this really is our initial impressions and a quick run through of things. So make sure you check back over the next couple of days because we're going to be coming up with all sorts of crazy combos about these things.
Yes, and if something you spot or you want to know more about, then jot us a line underneath and we'll try to get back to you.
Yeah, it's almost like we want a community effort here. We want to come up with the most crazy armies possible, so let us know in the comments below. Let us know what you've come up with already, because there's going to be there's so much to these books, and when you take into account the Vigilus books and the new Space Marine book, you know, there's so much there.
Yeah, we can't go through all this and see all the combinations there.
Yeah,
but we'll try our best, and with your help,
yeah,
we'll make sure we get them.
Right, so let's kick things off. Let's go over the lightning assault.
Yeah, so we've got the tactical doctrines from the main Space Marine book here, but the White Scars get an additional buff on top of that, and it's called Devastating Charge. So when they're in the when the assault doctrine is up and running,
yeah,
if they've made a successful charge or heroic intervention, the damage characteristics of their weapons goes up by an additional 1.
It's huge.
Right? I completely glazed over that until about 30 seconds ago. I was like, what? Yeah. That's pretty amazing. I quite like that.
Yeah. Okay, what's the rest of their...
Yeah, so the other things we've got there is the Warlord traits.
So just to clarify, if you're a pure White Scars player, as in you've taken a proper White Scars attachment, you can take anything from this book. And if you're a wannabe White Scars person in that you've mixed and matched your Warlord traits and called yourself a White Scar, then there's only certain bits of this book you can use. Yeah. And it remains to be seen which is the most powerful, actually, out of that.
Yeah. And I think there are definitely pros and cons of each one.
But you can take all the Warlord traits. It's just mainly the relics you can't use, isn't it?
Yeah.
So should we quickly go through the Warlord traits?
Yeah, so the first one's called Deadly Hunter. And if the Warlord finishes its charge move, then you can select one unit within 1 inch of it and roll 1d6. On a 2+, it suffers a mortal wound.
I'm not impressed.
It's kind of like a Hammer of Wrath type thing, isn't it, really?
1 unit, and it suffers a mortal wound.
Yeah. There are better things, so it's nice, it's kind of thematic.
We've really started the video with a bang there, haven't we? It's like, check these out! And that doesn't work, but there are some good ones in there.
Yeah, there are some good ones.
So stay with us, stay with us.
So Shakurs Storm's the next one. If this is your Warlord, if this Warlord makes a charge move or performs a heroic intervention, add D3 to their tax characteristic until the end of the turn. That can be quite nice.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. If you had a Thunderhammer. Thunderhammers are 40 points now.
Okay.
Stupid.
The next one after that is Trophy Taker. When this Warlord destroys an enemy character model, add 1 to the attack's characteristic until the end of the battle.
Is that cumulative?
Guess so. It looks that way.
So when it destroys a...
enemy character model.
It's a character model. I thought you just said model there.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Enemy character model, add 1 to the attack's characteristic. Yeah,
I guess if you're playing a character spell army, it could work.
It could be beneficial. You really have to go character hunting with characters.
It's pretty situational, isn't it? You're going to kill 1 or 2 a game, aren't you, with them?
Yeah. Next one after that is Master Rider, and it's for bikes only. When charge rolls is made for your Warlord, you can re-roll the dice. When resolving an attack, this Warlord subtracts 1 from the hit if this Warlord advances in your previous movement phase. Yeah,
I mean, it's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's -1.
You know, he's a character. He's not going to be shot much anyway. Yeah, I think it's a bit niche.
If you're relying on that, you've probably done your maneuver wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hunter's Instinct. When resolving an attack made by this Warlord against an enemy monster or vehicle unit, add 1 to the hit and wound rolls. This can be quite nice if you're doing a
vehicle or monster.
Yeah, slam captain type thing.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
+1 to hit and wound.
Yeah.
That would have been really good on Thunderhammer.
Because Thunderhammer's -1 to hit, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're probably going back up to 2 to hit.
2 to hit and +1 to wound. It's like being a Blood Angels and a Space Wolves together, and then painting your armour white and being extra awesome.
And going with a top knot and being bold at the same time. You know, this is like my dream. Okay, I'm going to have a top knot from now. I've got a few hairs at the back there I can kind of feel for that one. And the last one is Master of Snares. When an enemy unit within 1 inch of this warlord is chosen to fall back, you can roll a d6. On a 4+, that unit cannot fall back this turn.
I like that.
Yeah. This is like witches, but it's for any unit.
I like
this
that.
This is really nice.
You can make flyers explode.
Yeah, interesting.
Because they ruled it that way for the epitome.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah, so
is that every unit or is it just one unit?
When an enemy unit within 1 inch of this warlord is chosen to fall back.
Because he's going to be on a bike base as well, isn't he? So he's going to be a big base.
Yeah.
So no, I like that a lot. That is that is so good. In fact.
Yeah. So if you've got the jump back one, you can use that against flyers.
So you've got a 20-inch. You've got a 20-inch move and charge, haven't you?
With a bike.
With a bike, yeah. And then you've got some pile-in and consolidate shenanigans, which we're going to get to because they are huge. And then on a 4+, if you manage to base a few units on a 4+, these things can't.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. And you roll it, so you can command point re-roll that as well. It's not up to your opponent, is it? Is it your opponent, or is it you who rolls the 4+?
You can roll, so that's the player. So if I was playing White Scars, I would roll that d6.
Okay, so you can re-roll.
So we can re-roll that.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, that's the best one. Second best is being a Space Wolf, Blood Angel, White Scar person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first one's a little bit disappointing, but actually the other ones...
Yeah, they should have perhaps led with those ones. So.
but it's on the 6th though, so you expect it to be better.
Yeah.
Good. So that's Warlord Tricks. What do you think of those?
Yeah.
So let's have a chat about the relics. So actually, it's really nice in this book. You have 2 pages of relics, but the first page is purely for White Scars, and then the second page is one that the successor chapters can dip into. And my understanding of the reading as well is that White Scars can dip into it too. So if you're playing White Scar player, then you get more options again. So let's run through these. So you got the Mantle of the Stormseer, a psychic model only. When a psychic test is taken for a model with its relic attempting to manifest a psychic power from the storm-speaking discipline, add 1 to the total. So I forgot to mention, actually, you have your own psychic powers in this book as well.
You didn't tell me that.
No, I did not. I've got at least some surprises for you. So that's
so it's plus 1 to cast, is it?
Plus 1 to cast, essentially. Yeah. It's really...
I reserve judgment on this to see whether it's any good or not.
Absolutely. Next one is Hunter's Eye. At the start of your shooting phase, you can select 1 friendly White Scars unit within 6 inches of a model from your army with this relic until the end of that phase. When resolving attacks made with this ranged weapon by a model that is in that unit, the target does not receive the benefit for cover saves.
I remember that from 7th edition as well, wasn't it?
Yeah,
the same sort of thing, wasn't it? Again, I think that's one of those ones where you could pick it if you're playing an army which relies heavily on cover.
Yeah.
And that's one of those situational ones, but could be quite good.
Yeah. Next one is the Banner of the Eagle. It's an ancient model. Excuse me, an ancient model only. Add 1 to the strength characteristics of models with friendly White Sky units that are within 6 inches of a model in the army with this relic.
I mean, it's all right. It's sort of buff stacking if you're doing a very heavy combat army. Yeah, I could kind of see it working.
I don't necessarily see that guy moving up the table. The rest of the guys, though, if you had this on a banner on a bike, it'd be fantastic. But I think if you've got lots of bikes, it's probably going to get left behind. Wrath of Heavens, biker model only. A model with this relic has a move characteristic of 16. In movement phase, that model may move over other models and terrain features as if they were not there. That sounds to me like a 16-inch jet bike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which can then advance and charge.
Yeah. That's nice. So that's a 22-inch move with the advance and be able to charge.
Yeah, and just as we alluded in the other video, there are ways to get quite a lot of ways to get +1 to your charge.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden you're going to be shifting across the table with that.
That's nice. I like that. Scimitar of the Great Khan. Mod equipped with this power sword, mastercrafted power sword, or relic blade only. This weapon replaces the power sword, mastercrafted power sword, or relic blade, and has the following profile. So it's a melee weapon. It's +1 strength, AP -3, 2 damage. Abilities: when resolving attacks made with this weapon on an unmodified wound roll of a 6, the damage characteristic of this attack goes to a 4.
A 4? What was it before?
2. 2 to a 4.
Unmodified 6s.
Unmodified 6s. Unmodified. They know you, they've got you. That's still quite nice though. It's
Exploit on 6s, yeah?
On 6s, yeah. It goes to damage 4. But, next one. The Plume of the Planesrunner. When an advance roll or charge roll is made with friendly White Scars infantry within 6 inches of a model from your army with this relic, add 1 to result.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's infantry models, so things like reefs, etc. This is a nice one. And you can use it with the chaplain to get an extra 3 inches to that.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's really strong stacking these things together.
Yeah. It'd be really nice if that was bikes as well. That would make that quite brutal. Things that could... In fact, it works with jump infantry as well, so... That would be quite nice.
So again, that's another deep strike modifiable one, isn't it?
Yeah. Glaive of Vengeance. This a model equipped with the Khan's Spear only. This relic replaces Khan's Spear and has the following profile. It's a melee weapon. It's ×2 strength, -3 and D3 damage. That's not too shabby.
It's kind of like a Thunderhammer.
Yeah.
I wonder if it costs as much as a Thunderhammer. Not many things in the Codex do.
Yeah. So that's the relics of Shakurs. So the other things we get now is the special issue war gear, if you want to run through those. Adamantine Mantle. A model with this relic loses a wound, roll a d6 on a 5+, that wound's not lost. It's never a bad thing. Artificer Armour. A model with this relic has a save characteristic of 2 and a 5+ invulnerable save. Kind of making the Terminator-esque.
Yeah.
Mastercrafted Weapon. When you give a model with this relic, select one weapon that the model is equipped with. This cannot be a weapon whose profile includes the word Mastercrafted. Add 1 to damage characteristic of that weapon. That weapon is considered a chapter relic.
Okay.
Yeah. It's quite wordy. Trying to get my words out on that one. Digital weapons. A model with this relic fights. It can add 1 extra attack using close combat weapon profile. When resolving that attack, if a hit roll is scored, the target suffers a mortal wound.
I mean, it's okay, isn't it?
Yeah.
So are these just for characters, or can you put these on sergeants and other weird bit?
Yes, there's actually a stratagem to put this on sergeants.
Okay.
So yeah, they're kind of lesser powered ones, really, aren't they? I think these.
So you can definitely see there's a disparity between getting the benefits of choosing your own chapter tactics and not having the shiny relics.
Yeah.
Because the relics in this book are definitely better, I think, than a lot of the relics in the main book, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
With the exception of maybe the Shield Eternal and the other one.
Yeah. Next one is Equispotin Bolt Pistol. It's essentially a bolt pistol that's 5 shots.
Yeah.
Straight 4, -1 and 1 damage. It's okay.
It's a relic bolt
Yeah,
pistol.
it's a relic bolt pistol.
We'll put it in the closet with all the other relic bolt pistols from the other codexes.
Yeah. Head Taker's Trophies. Subtract 1 from the leadership characteristic of enemy units while they're within 6 inches of the model from your army with this relic. So this can stack with lots of Reaver stuff.
Yeah, I guess it can actually.
There are some really nice stacking effects with this, and I think it's the Reaver. I think it's something with the Chaplain as well, and there's one of the Phobos Captain's Lieutenants, there's a negative modifier in there, so actually you can really stack up some of these modifiers.
Okay, what else we got, Wes?
Where did we get to?
Read quicker!
This one here.
Okay, go!
Storm Wrath Bolts. Bear with me with this one, this is quite the read. When you have a model with this relic, select 1 bolt weapon, see Codex Space Marines, that model is equipped with. When the bearer shoots with that weapon, you can choose for it to fire a Storm Wrath Bolt. If you do...
Hold on. This sounds like it's going to be the coolest thing in the world. Storm Wrath Bolt. I better not be disappointed in this. Go.
You know how your wife feels now. And if you do, you can make 1 attack with that weapon, but the weapon's strength characteristic is 7.
Okay.
And the armor penetration characteristic is -1. If that attack is against a monster, the weapon has a damage characteristic of
10, right?
D6.
Okay.
It's thematic. It is.
I just think the amount of time you have to actually waste to read this to your opponent.
So the last one we've got here is the Cyber Eagle Helm. Easy for you to say. Essentially, when your Overwatch attacks are made within with friendly units within 6 inches of this model, they hit on a 5 or 6. That's not too bad, actually. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's one of those situational ones where actually it could be quite useful against some armies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. So that's the Relics of Shakurs and the Special Issue Warkit. Please let us know what you think about those.
Yeah. Let's do some stratagems.
Woo! There is a lot of stratagems in here. So, the first one, for 1 command point, Born in the Saddle. Use this stratagem when White Scar Biker unit from the army advances. It can still shoot that turn.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
I'll take that.
I think most White Scar stuff, it's not that powerful at shooting, is it? If you think
No,
you'd be
but-
white...
But if you think about bikes now, especially when they're moving, with a bolter discipline rule,
Yeah,
they get
double
4
race shot.
shots each.
Is it 1 CP, is it?
1 CP. Yeah.
That's totally worth it.
Yeah, 1 CP. And then you with the tactical doctrine as well, it means that they got them -1 AP. That's quite good.
Can they still... Yeah, they can still charge and be normal, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty much like Speed of the Raven for Dark Angels, isn't
Yeah,
it?
kind of.
Yeah.
It gives me hope for Dark Angels.
Yeah.
One day. Okay, for Butchered Quarry, 1 CP, use this stratagem when the enemy unit falls back within 1 inch of the White Scars infantry or White Scars biker unit from your army before it moves. Select one of those White Scars units that's not within 1 inch of any other enemy units. Each model in that selected unit can make 1 attack with a melee weapon against the enemy unit as if they were within 1 inch of it. After these attacks are made, if the enemy unit is not destroyed, it can then make its fallback move. After it is moved, each model in the selected unit can then move up to 3 inches, so long as they move closer to the enemy unit and not within 1 inch of the enemy units.
How many command points is all that shenanigans?
1 command point.
I like that. I like that a lot. So you're basically getting a little pseudo-heroic intervention. Actually, you could actually set up your own heroic interventions doing this, couldn't you?
Yeah, you really could.
Because you move in your opponent's turn and you move 3 inches.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like this a lot. It's just 1 unit you put it on, isn't it?
Yeah, 1 unit.
But you could do a cheeky Thunderhammer hit.
Yeah.
My poor Thunderhammers.
So, next one, 2 command points, is Windswift. Use this stratagem in your movement phase after a White Scars unit from your army moves. That unit can move for a second time that phase. But it can only advance as part of that move if it has not already advanced that phase. That unit cannot shoot, make charge moves, or attempt to manifest a psychic power that turn.
Okay, but you've got a 40-inch move on your bikes.
Yeah.
So, you know, if at the end of the game, or you're trying to outrun a knight, or you're trying to get around a bit of line of sight blocking terrain, you're trying to get on an objective, it's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. For general use, it's probably not great, but for those times when you need to move 40 inches with a biker...
That's insane. That's a lot of movement.
Yeah, no, it's massive. It's massive.
Ride hard, ride fast. 1 command point. Use this stratagem after a White Scars unit from your army advances until the start of your next movement phase. When resolving attacks made with ranged weapons against that unit, subtract 1 from the hit roll.
That's 1 CP.
1 CP.
And bear in mind, you can already do this to a... You can already do a 3-up invuln to a unit of bikes, can't you?
So this is like lightning fast reactions.
For 1 CP.
For 1 CP. I'll buy that for $1.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one. Lightning Deparcation. 1 command point. Use this stratagem in your movement phase after a White Scars transport unit from your army that does not have the fire battlefield role moves. White Scars units embarks aboard that unit can immediately disembark, but any that do so cannot charge that turn. So essentially, after the transport's moved up the table, the guys can jump out and shoot.
That's alright. It's a bit like there was one in the normal codex, wasn't there, about that as well?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So you could do that with 2 different units.
Yeah, I like that. Oh no, that's the transport allows you to get out after it's moved.
Yeah.
Yeah. But other transports is really handy for that. Khan's Champion. Use this stratagem before the battle. Select 1 White Scars model from your army that has the word Sergeant in their profile. That model can take one of the following special issue war gear relics pretty much the ones we just covered, even though they are not a named character. So it can take a master-crafted weapon, digital weapons, head taker's trophy, storm wrath bolts. All the relics in your army must be different and given to different models.
That's all right. I mean, some of them are situational and they're
Yeah.
probably worth taking, aren't they?
So it's a 1 command point, yeah, giving a bit of a buff to a sergeant in the unit. I quite like that actually, and it kind of makes a little bit more sense of those.
Yeah, make your sergeant feel special for a game.
Why not?
Yeah.
And again, it's tactically flexible, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
you can choose. Actually, this one would probably be really good for me this game.
Yeah, make all your other sergeants jealous as well, wouldn't it? So, this is my favourite.
So that performance anxiety starts for them at the start of the turn.
Yeah.
Where do we get to? Hunter's Fusillade. So, 1 command point. Use this strategy when White Scars unit from your army advances. Until the end of that turn, heavy weapons and rapid fire weapon models in that unit are equipped with are treated as assault weapons. E.g. rapid fire 2 becomes assault 2. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Again, tactically flexible, it's all that movement really, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, this is all this just lightning warfare craziness that the White Scars are going to have. I really like the sound of it.
Yeah, I do too.
And they've got the 3+ invulnerable to keep them safe as well. I just think there's a lot going on there. I've already done it.
Just kidding.
This is the great thing about having these books is we're way ahead of the game. We're not. We had this for like an hour.
In fact, I have got lots of bikes actually. I've got lots of bikes.
We spray them white tonight, yeah?
Spray them white, done. Yeah. Okay, Shakurs Thunderbolts. Use this stratagem when the White Scar biker unit from your army finishes its charge move. For each model that in that unit, you can select one enemy unit within 1 inch of that model and roll the d6. On a roll of a 6, the enemy suffers 1 mortal wound.
Yeah.
1 command point. It's kind of like Hammer of Wrath type thing.
It is. I think if you've got a big unit, it's all good.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you just got like 1 or 2 wounds to get off a model with a good invuln, it's worth it. But situational.
Quarry of the Khan. 1 command point. Use this stratagem the first time you generate tactical objectives in the battle with the White Scars Warlord from your army is on the battlefield. The first tactical objective you generate is 6-1 Kingslayer. If you're using the deck of cards to generate your tactical objectives, search through it to find out the appropriate card before shuffling the remaining cards. You can only use this stratagem if the mission you're playing uses tactical objectives.
Okay, otherwise it would just be weird.
Playing a turn war game. Wait, let me get my tactical objectives out. If you're playing tactical objective missions, this could be quite handy. I guess it's very thematic for to get some Kingslayer going for the White Scars there. I do like the idea of doing it through the Eternal War missions. I think that'd be quite funny. But you can't. The next one, 1 command point, a mighty trophy. Use this stratagem when the enemy warlord is destroyed as a result of an attack made by a melee weapon by a White Scars model from your army. Until the end of the battle, when a morale test is taken for a friendly White Scars unit, do not roll the dice, it automatically passes.
This is just showing them the head of the enemy, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. We don't care, we've got your dude here.
Yeah.
Again, it's potentially useful, but I'm not sure.
Fearless units.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it has its place.
Yeah.
For sure.
Fierce Rivalries, 1 command point. Use this stratagem at the start of your charge phase. For the first time you make a charge, you roll with a White Scars unit from your army that phase. Roll 3d6 instead of 2 and discard 1 of the results. I like this one.
I think that's good.
That's really powerful. For 1 command point, 3d6 for your charge, discarding 1 of them.
But it also gives you more opportunity for your re-roll then to pick the dice you want to actually re-roll, because you're basically fishing for a 5 or a 6 on the first dice then, aren't you?
Yeah, it's really nice. Strike for the Heart. 2 command points. Use this stratagem before the White Scars unit from your army consolidates. That unit consolidates D3 plus 3 inches instead of 3 inches for this phase.
Go on, because this is the broken part. This is the funny part.
D6 plus 6 inches for every model in that unit that has a move characteristic of at least 10.
So all the bikers, they go D6 plus 6.
Yeah. So you're shooting at the table, 20 inches.
How many CP is that?
2 CP.
Okay. And bear in mind, you've got that guy with the relic which stops people falling back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could.
Yeah.
That's if you did that to that guy, consolidate D6 plus 6 into a gun line.
Yeah, into gun line, and then don't allow them to leave. That's really good. That's really good. Fainting withdrawal. Use this stratagem when a White Scars unit from your army falls back. That unit can shoot this turn.
That's good.
That's breathing, yeah.
Yeah.
Tempered by Wisdom. 1 command point. Use this stratagem after nominating a White Scars character model that is not a named character to be your warlord. You can generate 1 additional warlord trait for them. This must be from the White Scars warlord traits table.
Oh, that's so good because you've got both of those. There's 2 awesome warlord traits, isn't there?
Yeah. I say you.
They're just both amazing, aren't
Yep.
they? So
And they have to be different, which makes sense.
yeah,
And you can only use that stratagem once. Yeah, why would you not?
because yeah.
Yeah.
Number 5 and 6. That's where it's at.
Okay, the Eternal Hunt, 2 command points. Use this stratagem at the start of your movement phase if the Assault Doctrine is active. Until the start of your next Battleground, when resolving attacks made with pistol or melee weapons by White Scars model from your army on a modified roll of a 6, the armor penetration characteristic of that weapon is improved by an additional 1 for that attack. When you use this stratagem once per battle. So, in the Assault phase, so the Assault Doctrine, you're already at -1 anyway.
Yep.
You go to an additional -1, and because of the original devastating charge, you're at an additional damage as well.
Ooh,
That's nice.
those chainsaws are really doing something then.
Yeah, they really are. Wow, that's really good.
Because you'd be 4 attacks each with you guys as well, wouldn't you? 'Cause
Yeah.
2 on a biker, 1 for the chainsaw, and 1 for
That's really nice. I like that.
1 for being a space marine.
So the next one is encirclement. It's 1 command point. Use that stratagem during deployment. Before setting up the White Scars unit from your army, you can set up that unit in outflank instead of setting up on the battlefield. If you do so at the end of one of your movement phases, you can set up that model wholly within 6 inches of the battlefield edge and 9 inches away from the enemy models.
Is that just 1 unit?
1 unit.
And it's done in deployment?
Yeah, deployment. Use a stratagem during deployment.
Can you only use it once?
Oh, it doesn't say that actually.
So you can just keep doing it.
Yeah.
And it's just White Scars unit.
Yeah. So you talk about not having any sort of deep striking mechanic. Actually, this is quite a nice one. So you have essentially outflanking White Scars carrying over the board edges.
But it doesn't specify any particular unit, does it? So you could do it with flyers, you could do it whatever you want. So if you think you're going to be going second, that's actually quite strong on 1 CP per unit. I'll take that. Yeah. No, that's awesome. That is really good because
Would you like transport as well with dude inside of it as well?
No, I like that a lot.
Yep.
That's really strong.
And the final one is Gift of the Khan, 1 command point. Use this stratagem after nominating a model drawn from the White Scars successor chapter to be your warlord. You can give 1 relic of the Shakurs to that character model from your army that is drawn from the White Scar successor. That's actually quite good. So if you have gone for the successor route, it allows you then to use those better relics.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pay 1 command point for that.
Yeah, that's absolutely wicked. Now there is we've got the psychic discipline and we've got the new data sheet for Khan as well, haven't we?
Yes, so we'll talk
So
about that.
should we do the psychic discipline first?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to run through these?
No, you read them, buddy.
Okay,
We've
good.
seen what happened in the last book. I had the book and it just took forever.
Good, so reading to my daughter, isn't it? Okay, so they have this storm speaking discipline. There are 6 powers on here. That's 5, but there's an additional 1 because I don't have by the hand. The first one is Blasting Gale. Blasting Gale is a warp charge value of 7. If manifested, select 1 enemy unit within 18 inches and visible to the Psyker. Into the start of your next Psyker phase, that unit cannot advance. When a charge roll is made for it, roll 1 fewer d6 to a minimum of 1. Typically this will mean that it has 1 d6 instead of 2 when it comes to charging.
Ooh, that is quite good.
Yeah, that's any time that you can
Any
manipulate
movement
movements.
shenanigans is huge.
Yeah, that's really good. I like that. The second one is Lightning Call. Lightning Call is a warp charge value of 7. If manifest, The closest enemy unit within 18 inches of the Psyker suffers D3 mortal wounds. If that unit is not destroyed, roll 1d6. On a 4+, that unit suffers 1 mortal wound. Then, if the unit is still not destroyed, roll another d6, and on a 5, it suffers a mortal wound. Then, if the unit is still not destroyed, roll a d6, and on a 6, it suffers a mortal wound. That's really
It's kind of like being hit by a Vindicator, isn't it?
Yes, just keep going. You just get one less better.
Yeah.
That's good. Next one is Ride the Winds. Ride the Winds has a warp charge value of 6. If manifest, select one friendly White Scars unit within 12 inches of the Psyker. Until the start of your next Psychic phase, when an advanced roll or charge roll is made to that unit, adds 2 to the result.
Oh.
Well, that's nice, isn't it?
2 to the charge roll.
Yeah. So...
Okay, so we've got 2 from the Chaplain. We've got 1 from either a Chapter Tactic or the...
Relic?
No, you could take both, because you could use the...
No, the Chapter Tactic was... The Chapter Tactic was...
not White Scars.
Not White Scars.
No, you can, because you've got the stratagem.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Right, so you're at 4.
Yeah.
And then this one gives you +2.
Yeah.
So you're at 6.
6.
You've got +6 to your charge from Deep Strike.
Then you can use the stratagem on top of that to get 3d6.
Pick the highest 2.
Pick the highest 2.
Just in case you didn't want to roll double ones.
Yeah, that's gnarly, isn't it?
And then you consolidate D6 +6.
Yeah, wow. That's pretty crazy.
That's just bonkers.
I see very few occasions where all those things come together, but actually having those tools in your tool bag to use those sort of things, that's fantastic.
Oh,
Warp charge value 6 as well. I'll buy that for $1. Next one, Storm Wreath. Okay, has a warp charge value of 6. If manifest, select one friendly White Sky unit within 12 inches of the Psyker. Until the start of your next Psychic phase, enemy units cannot fire Overwatch at that unit. And after the unit finishes charge move, for each model that in that unit, select one enemy unit within 1 inch of that model and roll a d6. On a 6, that enemy suffers 1 mortal wound.
no, that is good. And that's a warp charge 6?
Warp charge 6. Wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
No Overwatch. That's what it's about. That's proper no Overwatch.
So it's the no Overwatch I really like, but then that addition of those mortal wound potential.
Yeah, I'll
as
take
well.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Spirits of Shakurs has a warp charge value of 6. If manifest, select one enemy unit within 18 inches of and visible to the Psyker. Until the start of your next Psychic phase, subtract 1 from the leadership characteristic of the model in that unit, and when resolving attacks made by that model in that unit, subtract 1 from the hit rolls. Could be useful if you're going against knights and stuff to make them less effective in combat.
It's just in combat, yeah?
No, it's just hit rolls. So
-1 from your hit rolls.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
No, I like that a lot. Because there was other ones in there for -D hit roll, I think, in some of the stratagems, wasn't there?
Yeah, it just says when resolving an attack made by the model in that unit, subtract 1 from the hit roll.
Yeah.
So that's both, isn't it? Yeah.
No,
That's actually better.
no, that's really good.
Eye of the Storm has a warp charge value of 6. If manifest, roll 1d6 for each enemy unit within 12 inches of the Psyker, adding 1 to the result if that unit can fly. On a 4+, that unit suffers a mortal wound.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's a 12-inch bubble.
Is it a model or is it a unit? Sorry, it happens to.
Each enemy unit.
It's alright, but there's stronger ones there, isn't there?
Yeah. There are some really nice psychic powers in there, actually.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 are really, really good. The plus to the charge, the shutdown Overwatch. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's great.
No, there's some seriously good ones. Right, should we quickly go over Khan's datasheet?
Yeah, so there's actually 2 Khans. You've got
Slow Khan.
Slow Khan,
Okay.
which is the new Primaris Khan, which the model's beautiful. Have you seen that one?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really
Ooh,
nice.
better put a picture up of him.
And the other one is Khan on bike. So let's...
Should we start with Slow Khan?
Slow Khan first. Okay.
It's like Shere Khan from the jungle.
Oh well. We're at that level. It's been a long
We
day.
are.
Right, so he has movement 6, weapon skill 2, ballistic skill 2, strength 4, toughness 4, Wound 6, which kind of goes with being a captain and Primaris.
Yeah.
5 attacks, leadership 9, and 3+ armor save. He has a bolt pistol, which is standard. He has Moonfang, which is a melee weapon, which is +2 strength, so he's going to be strength 6, -3 D3 damage. When resolving an attack made with this weapon against the character unit, you can reroll the wounds and you can reroll the damage rolls.
Ooh, what's the damage?
D3.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good too. Wounding most things on a 3 with rerolls and then reroll damage. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I mean, he's not going to be going up against like knights and stuff, is he? He's more for elite units and stuff.
So he comes to the next bit. He's got frag and crack grenades, which is pretty standard. He's got the Angels of Death rule as well, so that's additional bonuses and that, so that becomes a minus.
So he's got 6 attacks, really.
Yeah, 6 attacks. Yeah, that's great, isn't it? And -4 for what that makes a difference with, potentially. For the Khan, add 1 to wound rolls for attacks made with melee weapons by models in friendly White Scars units that have made a charge move or performed a heroic intervention this turn whilst within 6 inches of this model.
Ooh.
So actually, he's strength 6, but he himself is getting additional +1 to his wound and models around him.
Yeah. No, I like that.
That's really good. Iron Halo, 4+ invulnerable save. Rites of Battle, reroll 1 for attacks made by the White Scars within 6. And Anzuk, I think that's how you say it. When this model is chosen to shoot in your shooting phase, I think this is Eagle, you can select 1 enemy unit that is not a vehicle and is within 12 inches of the model, roll a d6, on a 4+, it suffers a mortal wound. That's not too shabby.
There's a lot of these like little 1 mortal wound.
Yeah. It's death by 1,000 cuts, really. Just it all adds up, doesn't it? So next one, that's the Khan on foot, essentially, and then Khan on bike. Vascan. Okay, so basically similar stat line. So he's 14-inch move, weapon skill, ballistic skill 2, strength 4, toughness 5, as you expect. He's 6 wounds, 4 attacks, leadership 9, and a 3+ armor save. He's got twin bolt gun. He's got Khan's spear, which is a melee weapon. It's -3 D3 damage.
Is it only strength user?
Yeah, user strength. Yeah. So when resolving attacks made with this weapon in a turn in which the bearer charged or performed a heroic intervention, the weapon has a strength characteristic of ×2 for that attack. So strength 8 on the charge.
Okay, that's really good, because actually if someone doesn't base to base you, you can then heroically intervene because you are a character, even if you got charged.
Yeah.
So you're always going to be strength.
Yeah.
Unless someone plays it smart against you, you're going to be strength 8.
Yeah. I think
Does he get +1 to wound as well?
Let's just come on to that.
Ooh, let's see, because I've not read these yet.
So, Angel of Death, as we expect with that. So he's got the +1 attacks, so we have 5 attacks, and potentially an additional -1. Rites of Battle, so let's reroll 1s to hit. Iron Halo, yes. Buckler, when resolving attacks made with a melee weapon against this model, add 1 to save and throw. Invulnerable saves are not affected. So he gets +1 essentially to his save in combat.
Oh, that's really so 3 up in combat.
Becomes a 2 up in combat.
Is it just armor saves?
Just armor save, not invuln. Yeah. Turbo boost, auto advances 6 inches. So that's the 2 Khan models there.
How many points are they?
They are Khan on bike is 100 points and Khan on foot is 105.
Do they have fixed warlord traits?
They do. They do have fixed warlord.
Are they number 5 or 6?
There's Trophy Taker, which is number 3.
Oh, I don't know what number 3 is, but it's not a 5 or a 6.
It's not 5 or 6. It's getting to add 1 to the attack's characteristic when they've killed a character. It's just very thematic, Andy. Probably not to your taste, but I quite like that. Do you know what? I quite like those 2 rules. I quite like the deal.
It's strong, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is strong. Yeah.
That's pretty much what we've got there for the...
So that is White Scars.
I've not had a chance to read through all the backstory in here.
There's a lot, isn't there?
There's a lot. And it's really nice. Enjoy. If you're dedicated White Scar player, yeah, this is the biggest treat you've got in a very long time.
I've got a feeling I'm going to be a dedicated White Scars player. I just have this feeling.
Oh, I knew there was a White Scars player in you somewhere.
Yeah, I've been a wannabe like emo Ravenwing player for ages.
Yeah. No, I think this is a fantastic book. I think
it's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, the Codex Space Marines with this layout on top of it. Wow, what tactical options are out there?
I think it's all going to be bites coming up, and then some deep striking, maybe even combat elements. I'm not sure, but something with massive increases to their deep strike charge range, isn't it? And then you've got
outflanking units as well coming up.
Oh, so you're going to have this ability not to get hit very hard on the first turn because you can deep strike everything in. You can come out reserves and then get your bonuses to your charge.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be. Oh, it's going to be really good.
Yeah, and I think as an opponent playing this against it as well, it's going to be quite intimidating because you can have some really hard hitting units coming up the table very quickly, and with those guys coming in for the outflank and stuff at the same time. Yeah, I think White Scars are going to put a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah, no, really, really happy with that book.
Great job, Games Workshop, and thank you again for sending us an advance copy so we can have a look and price it tonight.
So let us know if you've come up with any combos. I say we've only had these books for a few hours, so let us know what you think. We're going to be going over some more sort of the crazy combos when we really dive into this over the next few days, aren't we?
Yep. And having a look at the Ultramarines book soon as well.
Yep, and if you've not checked out our review of the Space Marines Codex, we'll drop a link to that as well.
Absolutely.
Right, take care, guys.
We'll see you next